Last year, we got a major surprise when the Oblivion remaster was shadow dropped. This came with almost no warning other than a few leaks that happened days before it was released. And as we get closer to the finale of Fallout Season 2, I think we're about to see the exact same thing happen with the remake for Fallout 3 and potentially Fallout New Vegas. But before we dive into all of the new information that we have gotten for the Fallout 3 remake, if you're a fan of the Fallout games and the TV show, click the link in the pinned comment below to join my Fallout Discord server, where you can find a ton of other people to discuss the Fallout games and the Fallout TV show with. Now, to get a better understanding of why everyone thinks that the Fallout 3 remaster will be shadow dropped is because shadow dropping Oblivion really paid off for Bethesda. It made them a lot of money, it generated a ton of hype around the Elder Scrolls franchise, and Bethesda even called it a successful test run for future shadow drops. Todd Howard himself has even said multiple times that they want to keep doing these shadow drops for their future games. So I'm sure that means Elder Scrolls 6 will also be shadow dropped, and that's very exciting to think about. Although it would be much better if we got some official information about the game like a trailer, screenshots, or gameplay. But when it comes to Fallout, we've been aware of a remastered version of Fallout 3 for a very long time. Originally, this came from a leaked FTC document that showed both Oblivion and Fallout 3 on it. The dates weren't accurate as these projects were expected to be released much earlier, but they were still listed as projects that were in development and had teams working on them. We of course now know that the Oblivion remake ended up being real, so we can safely assume that Fallout 3 Remastered is real as well. But one thing that I'll add into this is that at the time of this FTC document leaking, I don't think that they knew the Fallout TV show would be as big of a deal as it was. I think if they knew that their TV show would revitalize the Fallout franchise, then we would have had the Fallout 3 Remaster release in 2025 instead of the Oblivion Remaster. But I guess at the same time, releasing Fallout 3 before, during, or shortly after a season of the Fallout TV show would allow them to capture the most hype possible to have a good release. So now the question becomes, when will the Fallout 3 remaster be shadow dropped? I feel very confident when I say that the Fallout 3 remake will be releasing in 2026, but with some recent news about the Fallout TV show, I think we'll actually be getting it much sooner than we think. So currently, at the time of making this video, we're about halfway through the second season of the Fallout TV show, with the 4th episode releasing today. It's been great so far, but this season is primarily focused on the New Vegas game and area, and there is a lot going on with the Brotherhood of Steel. After the 3rd episode of this season released, a new virtual map was added to Amazon Prime that allowed viewers to explore locations from the show and learn more about them. This is actually a great addition as many viewers are not coming from the Fallout games and may not completely understand some of the things that they're seeing. But if you go to this virtual map, you'll quickly notice something hidden in the top right corner, which is a locked location that you can't visit yet, but there is a timer on it that's counting down. Now this timer is set to end on February 4th, 2026. This is also the same day that the 2nd season will be ending. So it's easy to just assume that this locked location will be a location that the cast will reach in the final episode, and I actually think that's true. It's just I think that location will be the Capital Wasteland. I think the Brotherhood of Steel storyline is very strong this season, and with war about to break out between the chapters, I think this could lead the main cast to the Capital Wasteland. This could be for multiple different reasons, like if Hank somehow made it there, or if the Ghoul's family is there, or if Cold Fusion is brought back into the mix and it needs to be delivered to DC. But that's just my theory and it's not a for sure. But what we do know is that if the 2nd season ends in the Capital Wasteland, that would be the perfect time for Bethesda to release the Fallout 3 remake. The 1st season ended with a tease of us going to New Vegas, and that built up a lot of hype around the Fallout New Vegas game, but they didn't have anything ready to capture that hype. But this is their chance to end the 2nd season off strong and funnel their viewers into a new game, while also giving longtime Fallout fans something that they've been asking for a very long time. There have also been some leaks that the Fallout 3 remake will be shadow dropped between January 22nd and February 4th. And that's because the Xbox Developer Direct Showcase is on the 22nd, which is another great opportunity for them to shadow drop the game. And there has also been a few leaks that the Fallout New Vegas remake will release at the exact same time as the Fallout 3 remake. And while I think that would be really cool, I don't think it will happen because Bethesda already has a difficult time just giving us one new game. Even though these are just remakes of old games, they still take time to create, and I just can't see Bethesda having the time or the ability to remake 2 games and launch them on the same day, but of course I could be wrong. But I truly do think that there's a very high chance of the Fallout 3 remake releasing before or shortly after the second season of Fallout ends. The timing and the potential storyline from the show just line up too well for this to not happen, and they could even do the same thing for a remake for Fallout New Vegas around the third season. And honestly, while I'm thinking about it, this could be one of the reasons why they chose to do weekly releases for Season 2 instead of releasing the entire season at once like they did with Season 1. Just to have a little bit more time to finish up the Fallout 3 remake so that they can shadow drop it when the season ends. And that's pretty much it. I just wanted to quickly discuss this and let you know that the Fallout 3 remake may be coming very soon, so we'll need to keep an eye on that countdown timer on the Amazon website. But I would love to know what you think about this in the comments below, and thank you for watching.